My name's Ashantin and I play a lot of Banished. Welcome to Banished Megamod 9. We are starting a new map because Megamod 9 has just come out on Steam. I have deleted all my previous mods and I have gone into Banished through Steam. The mod list has given me 7 parts to the mod for Banished Megamod 9. I've loaded them all. I have made sure, if you look at the mods, that they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It seems obvious, but that's what we want to do. Okay. Make sure it's in the right order. It takes a long time to load. I'm going to start a new game. Town named Lumpka, that looks awful. Verdant Plains, I like a lot. Is this the biggest map we can do? It is. Okay, disasters, of course. Starting conditions, hard, of course. Let's do this. Okay, Lumpka is a horrible name. Let's call it Light Fields. Why not? Light Fields would be lovely. Now, I might not take this map. I will have very strong views as to maps. Let's have a look at what we get. I am going to cut out a very long period of blank screen. Right, we are loading. It's always terrifying when you get a long blank screen at the beginning of Megamod 9 as to whether it's going to work or not. So they're banishing people, generating names for the townsfolk. Now, the Megamod 9 through Steam should look pretty much the same as the last series I was playing, but I decided to start a new series because having it available through Steam will make it available for a lot of people. Now, the first thing always is to pause, and we want to look at the map. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. I always want to start near a river, and we've got 3 lakes, but we have to work hard to get to them. That's okay. We've got mountains and we are in this little circle. We have a brook here. Now we're going to have to be very careful about this brook. Let's start with the small overhead map, which we always put in that corner. Get ourselves set up properly. General statistics about the town. We've got 15 people to start with. This is a hard start, guys. I've chosen a hard start. And if you looked at the beginning screen, you will see what the number is if you want to follow along with the same map. A log of events, nothing has occurred yet. Always a plus. We have a wagon, so we've got something. Right, map size, professions, we'll have this one. We've got 8 labourers. What I'm going to do to start with is allocate a couple of builders. Often you don't get that allocation. You forget about it. Look at the iron here. That's quite nice. So we've got that set up, and I think that's all we need at the moment. Okay, let's have a quick look. This is going to look, I suspect, an awful lot. Yeah, it should look very much like the maps we've just been playing. Yeah. Okay. Let's look now. One of our biggest problems is to avoid people going across this brook, because they do tend to go across these brooks. And if you, for example, have your circles for gathering too wide, they will go across the brooks. And once they're across the brooks, you can't get them back. So one of the first things I want to do is to build a bridge across here. Now we're not going to build it immediately, but we are going to do it. What's the cheapest bridge? A small stone bridge. That would do just fine. Okay. Can we get one across here? I think we can get one this way. Yes. All right. We're going to put a halt on that to start with, but that is a reminder to myself to get that bridge going, because We don't want to strand people on the wrong side. We are going to work on this side of the river. So let's think about what we will need. We've got a lovely promontory. This is a really nice map. Look at this for a fishing area. Great. Liking that a lot. And in fact, to have a fishing dock here would not be amiss. We don't have many resources. Let's have a look at what we have in this wagon. Firewood, potatoes, hide coats and iron tools. Right. Let's start with food. We will need food production quite quickly. Beekeeping is always an interesting one. This bee will take 21 and 8. That's not bad. If we compare it to a gatherer's hut, that will take 48 and 16. So what we could do is to just start with a little beekeeping. Why not? Let's pop some beekeeping in here. Now we want the edges of the rivers clear. So we'll just pop beekeeping in there. That's going to take 21 stone, 8 logs. We don't have to remove anything. We don't have stone or logs or anything else for the time being. So what we will need is somewhere to put them. We'll have a stockpile. And to do that, I think we will choose to have a stockpile. We're going to build houses here. We've got a beekeeping area here. We can always move stockpiles. I'm going to build quite a big one because it will give us resources at the same time. Okay. The bee shelter we can build next. Now, one of the first things we want to do is to build houses. If we look at this wooden house, it's 16 and 8. If we look at a log cabin, no, a mini house, nope, rustic abode, it's 25 and 6. And I think I'm going to start with a rustic abode. I think they look pretty nice to start with. Let's start with a rustic abode. We'll build one. That's it. I got that right. Yeah. We'll build 2 houses. There are 15 people, but that will get some houses going where they have some shelter. And of course there is storage in houses. We have some storage in here. It's 73% full. It will empty quickly. So food, shelter, a little bit of security here. And then I think we need to gather some wild food as well. So we will need to have a forester. Now we've got an area where we're going to mine here by the look of it. I think it would be quite useful to have a forester over here. We don't need a forester to start with, but we will need a gatherer. And I think what I might do, gathering, yeah, what have we got in terms of a tiny gatherer with storage? Does that come in a different colour? It does. That's, I think, the nicest colour. Now, I don't want them going over these boundaries, certainly not into the brook. So I'm watching that quite carefully. I'm going to put the gatherer at the back, right there. That's just a little gatherer, won't take much. All right. Let's get going on that build. We are going to run at 5. Go. Now, what are my aims for this area? I want to continue to try to lay things out nicely. I still have a lot of way to go on that. Oh, look. What time of the year is it? Early spring. Lovely. Right, we have already got in the stockpile, what have we got? Oh, they're just completing it. Okay. 92%, 95%. Logs and stone. Just what we want. Okay. Now, they need food urgently. What is this? Reserve of stone is low. I'm sure it is. We can gather some more stone, but what we might do, I think, is to just have a quick look. And we are going to gather... I want to gather food. Collect herbs? No. Walnuts? No. Can we collect some basic food? By the look of it, no. Gather plants. Goodness. Wild foods, that's what we want. Let's just get a few wild foods. There are wild foods around. Let's gather them. Okay, the bee shelter is up and running. Let's put somebody in there. We have a rustic abode. Wow, look at this. Good, we have one house. They'll be able to refresh themselves there. How are we doing on food? Not good. We need more food. The gatherer will help. Tiny gatherer has been done. How many will it take? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, got 2 labourers and 2 builders. We're going to have another rustic abode, and we will at this point get that bridge going. I would like to put in a fishing shack next, I think. Let's have a look at life on the water. We could put in a dock fishery. And I think as a start, that's not a bad one. It's just logs. That seems to cover quite a bit of the stream. Can I get that better? If I turn it that way? Yes. Let's put it there. Let's get that dock fishery in. Okay, fishing is good. Right, how are we doing? Let's have a look. We need some more logs. So we will gather. And I want to gather anything in this area. So we're going to gather... I don't want to start gathering the... We might as well, we're going to need this area. Let's gather that. And that. And while we're at it, we will gather more wild food. Okay. Dock fishery is done. We have 2 labourers. We will put 1 fisherman in. I would like to put another one in, but 1 fisherman is enough. Now we're going to need some storage. So let's have a look at small barns. That's all we can afford at the moment. Tiny barn, food, yeah, that'll do. 16 and 4, very nice. Let's just... Okay, let's just pop it right next to the fisherman. The closer the storage, the more effective they are. And indeed, with the tiny... I can't see that gatherer's hut. Let's keep cutting until I can see it. All right, I think it's behind here. Okay, what are we short of? Stone. So let's gather stone. That's nice. Okay. How are we doing now? Are you making any honey? Honey, royal jelly, beeswax, it just gives them a bit of extra food. They've got quite a bit of food in here, but most of this I think is going to be wild food. But that's still good. We need more people in the stock fishery. Let's pop that up there. the stockpile is just, we don't need that. This is waiting for stone. We have lots of fish here. And we're almost out of storage here. What has this house got in its inventory? Firewood, game and potatoes. Wow. Okay. I think what we might put in is also a hunting lodge. Do we have any animals? Can I see any animals? I cannot. We're now into late summer. So we need to get going with these homes. We've got 10 people without houses. And we're going to keep going on the rustic abodes. We're going to have another one there. And we're going to come this way. We're going to have one there. One there. And one there. But that one we're going to stop building. Okay. Right, how are we doing on stone? We are low on stone. Right, let's gather that stone there. Okay, we've got 3 labourers, so 2 of our children have grown up. That's good. Food. 2,000 food, but that's stored food. The gatherers are gathering stuff in very nicely, thank you. Now, stone is our issue. They've decided to build the bridge. Right, we need to collect stone. Good. Yeah, it's all good. Now we're going to need a blacksmith quite quickly. So if we look at refining resources, we're going to look at the smiths. I would like a small blacksmith, a humble blacksmith. Old smith, no. Oh, I don't know. No. I need a simple smith. None of this is simple. That just takes 30 wood and 10. I think we might put this little one in. I think that would be a good idea. Let's pop you there. Okay, and this is being built. The small bridge has been built. Excellent. We can relax. A reserve of stone is low. I understand that. We have some being collected. Good. Beekeeper and builder. We've got another couple in. And we've got more houses coming here. They can, while it's winter, go in there to collect themselves. We're okay on food so far. Clothes we don't have, of course. I'm slightly worried about the tools. We've only got 5 left. Tiny barn. Will they store fish in there? I'm sure they will. Yes, they are starting to store fish in there. Okay, we've got a rustic abode here. Let's get the others built first. How are we doing? Good. Right, we are gathering food. We've got a fishing dock going, and frankly, if I've got a dock fishery, let's get another person in there. Good, you're cold. We need this one. We need a woodcutter. That's a big one. That takes 8. Let's have this little woodcutter. Takes 3 logs. We can do that. So we will change somebody. The tiny barn. Are they storing? Will they store fish in it? Yes, they are. Fish. I can see them storing it. That's fine. We don't want to start making roads, guys, at the moment. It will make it more efficient. Yes, everyone's cold because we don't have a Celtic chopper. Right, let's put a bit of urgency on this one. Okay. Nice. That looks like an outdoor house, doesn't it? We could always replace some of these later. Excellent. We have a woodcutter. Stick somebody in. Right, we have a blacksmith. Now, they're going to need logs and irons, so we're going to need a smelter. Let's have a look at refining resources. Coming in here, and we will need a smelter. Iron smelter. Which one do we want? Used to create iron from iron ore. And several fuels of your choice. That's quite a lot. City blacksmith. Iron kiln. Port Royal melts iron ore into iron. Seeing as we've got a Port Royal furnace, we'll have a Port Royal smelter. Okay, that's a lot of stone to build. But what we can do is to come down over here. Now we're going to need a forester soon, and I think this is a good place for a forester. So I'm going to take a forester, and we're going to build one. Is that where I want one? Just check. We could put one there. It would be a lot easier than across the river. No. I think we will have it. It's a decision to get the best out of the map, isn't it? Let's pop it in there. That leaves the sides of our river free. I didn't look at what sort of forester I got there. That's okay, we'll build that. Okay. We have 2 builders and 1 labourer. The reserve of stone is low, the reserve of tools is low. They can live without tools, it's not ideal. We do have a chopper, that's good. Let's put some priority on this one. Right, we have 1 labourer and 2 builders. Now this tiny barn has been built. That's serving well with the fish. We're happy about that. Reserve of logs is low. Okay. And then we will take more logs. Let's just come down here. Take more logs. Right. Let's take that lot down. They're within easy reach. We are now officially out of tools. But that's all right. It'll slow everything down. Now, do we have iron ore? We have not. Okay. Let's just put a naught on that fuel limit, shall we? All right. He's doing well. Port Royal furnace. How are we doing? 28 of it's the stone that's the issue. Yeah, we're out of stone. Okay, we need to collect more stone. And we're going to do it from there. I think we can collect it from there. There's some stone there. Let's go for the easy targets. There we go. That should do it. And food, we've got 2,000 food. B-Skep is doing well. Okay. We've got children in here. Children in there coming through. Okay. All right, let's think about efficiency now. Let's get a dirt road in. To there. And to there. That will generate some resources here, but not many. Okay, we'll put more dirt road in. I'll take it across here. Nice. Okay, so they will do the roads when they can. This one, this smelts iron ore into charcoal. Do we have iron ore? We do. That's not help. And this one uses logs and iron. I need something that makes iron. Right, let's put somebody in here. We'll start the charcoal. Let's have a look at the smithing area. Refined resources, tools. So we've got, this one does iron ore into iron. Iron ore, let's do firewood. Iron ore plus firewood, there we go. And then this, we'll put somebody in here. And you'll take 1 log and 1 iron. So he needs logs. They need firewood. I'm just keeping an eye on that at the moment. The Forester's Lodge is 98% complete. That's the one. Right, let us... Log limit, let's add a 0. We don't want to limit ourselves to 200. We've got 3 labourers. We will put 1, 2 in there. Excellent. That needs more. The dock fishery needs more. We've got 1 labourer and 2 builders. Are we building anything? Yes, we're going to build this rustic abode. All right. Now let's have a look at town services. I would like town halls. What have we got that's cheap? Oh, how nice. We will definitely have that. A mini town hall, or we could go for the Port Royal one. You know, given that we've got the smelter, I just wonder whether we shouldn't have the town hall there. That would look better. Let's stick with what looks good. There we go. Yeah, everyone's short of tools. We need to collect, we've got, right, logs, stone. Stone is going to be a continuous issue, I think. And I think, yeah, I think we're going to need a stone quarry soon. Not at the moment. Ah, rustic abode. Good. We've got another couple in there. That's great. Port Royal Town Hall. We've got what we need, and this will give us so much help in establishing what we need for the future. So let's have a look at this. So pretty. Look at this, guys. Absolutely love it. And these houses we will be able to upgrade. The beekeeper is doing well. We could probably do with more storage. Maybe not yet. Town hall, good. Production, okay. Overview. We've got 6 homes and 9 families, 19 citizens, 15 adults, clothed 100%, educated 53. Yeah, we need more. Let's have a look at our inventory. What are we short of? Iron ore 17, iron tools 0. Logs we're okay on, firewood 0. Okay. Our issue is firewood. Can I put 2 in there? No. All right. Are we producing logs? Another question. We've got 1 labourer and 2 builders. The reserve of logs is low. Yeah, that's where our issue is. All right, let's collect some more logs. All right. Let's just take a swathe along there, right next to the area here. We've got iron ore. Okay. I think what we might do, as it's so early in the game, is maybe collect some reeds for a reed bundler. That would alleviate some of the pressure on firewood. We always get into pressure on firewood. Okay, they're cold. 9 people without tools. Oh, of course I put the roads in. Oh dear. Well, anyone with nothing to do will build roads, and that will make it more efficient. Fatal mistake to put the roads in at this stage. Inventory, they look all right, don't they? Look at this. Inventory. Yeah, they've got some firewood in the houses. Some haven't. Yeah, he's a bit short of firewood. Yeah, they haven't got any firewood there. You missed out on the firewood. 9 in there. Okay. So I think what we need here is a little fuel pile for firewood. Let's look at fuel, firewood. Absolutely. And we will maybe put it... Let's have a look around this side. There we go. There. That will give him somewhere to put his fuel. All right, how are we doing? We are without 5 tools. Have you made any tools? That's the question, isn't it? Let's have a look. And tools 8. They are making tools. Whoops. Probably not fast enough. 1 blacksmith is enough at the moment. Tool limit 50. For this number of people, no. Let's put in 500. I don't mind. Iron limit 200. That's fine. Iron ore and firewood. Okay. Now. All right. All right. So we have fish. Nice. We've got 2 builders and 1 labourer. We need another house. And I'm very tempted to just keep going at the moment with what we've got, because this will all, I think, look very good in the long term. So let's put another house in. And if we get another adult, we'll be able to get extra people. Now, what we could do, we need to start trading. So if we look under here and we look at market buildings, no, trading buildings. Here we go. Trading post. General, that's not what I want. Old Town Trading Post. Oh, you know, I love this one. Absolutely love it. That is just so gorgeous, isn't it? I think that would be... Look, don't put it where you can't get to it. There we are. Let's start with a trading post there. Let's get some trading going. All right. Yep, they're cold. They've just come up. All right, we've got the fishery there. Yeah, we need... Let's go down to 1 builder. I'm going to put another fisher person in. Right, dock fishery, 3 people, please. Forester's Lodge, we've only got 2 in. Rustic abode, look at that, 14, we're fine there. Old Town Trading Post is going to be built. Now it is spring, so I think that when we're not doing anything, I would like to clear this up a bit. Let's collect ores and stone. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, and how are we doing on storage? 78% full. Yeah, they're using things as soon as we have got them. There is storage in there. I don't think they're collecting much. That's all right. We'll keep going with them for the time being. The fisher people are very good, so they should be able to get some stuff for us. We know we've got wild food, so while it's spring, the gatherer will work up there. Let's work down here and collect the wild food down there. Perfect. All right. Logs is low, stone is low. Stone and logs are low. Now we've got a forester who's going to produce logs. What we need to do is to help him by getting the stone out of that area. There's only 2 of them. It's going to take them ages to get the stone out of that area. Let's get that out. And also let's put in a log pile. A log stockpile here. And I think we might put a house out here as well. We need a market. We put a house out there. Okay, what have we got that would go out there? They have the most beautiful log houses. Yeah, those are so gorgeous. Why don't we put a log house right there? It's a long way from any food, but we'll still put it there. Let's get a log cabin in. Okay. How are we doing? Production. Yeah, food, we produce more than we use there. Let me look at the inventory. Until 25, we're fine. So we've got 8 families and 7 homes. We're building another one up by the Forester's Lodge. Good. We need to think about clothing and education next. And in the next episode, that's exactly what we will do. I hope you enjoy this journey. If you do, leave a like. Bye-bye, guys.